moves through open curtains, like a painting made of gold, landing softly on the tabletops, and stories waiting to be told. Coffee cups are lined like little treasures along the polished wooden bar, while sleepy conversations wander like echoes traveling from afar. The piano starts a quiet melody that dances through the room, and every note feels warm and weightless, like flowers learning how to bloom. A newspaper rests beside the window, unread upon a chair, as sunlight slowly fills the spaces with a tenderness so rare. Outside, the city keeps on turning, chasing places left to go. But inside this tiny cafe, everything moves soft and slow. Between coffee and sunshine, there's a place my heart can stay, where the jazz floats like a feather and the worries fade away. Every note becomes a memory, every chord begins to shine. Life feels a little sweeter between coffee and sunshine. Someone smiles across the counter, someone waves before they leave, someone sits and watches raindrops on the flowers by the street. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a country road, and the brushes paint the silence with a calm and steady flow. Fresh croissants cool beside the kitchen, their aroma fills the air, mixing with the sound of laughter and the music everywhere. Even strangers seem connected for a little while somehow, sharing space beneath the melody and the sunlight shining down. Time becomes a softer language spoken only in this room, where the coffee never rushes and the melodies still bloom. Between coffee and sunshine, there's a place my heart can stay, where the jazz floats like a feather and the worries fade away. Every note becomes a memory, every chord begins to shine. Life feels a little sweeter between coffee and sunshine. Hours drift like tiny sailboats across a quiet golden sea, and the room becomes a postcard from the life I wanna keep outside. the rushing feel incomplete. There are moments that arrive so gently you almost let them pass, like reflections in a coffee cup or sunlight through the glass. Yet somehow they become the memories that stay the longest in the end, like a favorite melody returning or the voice of an old friend. Maybe happiness is hidden in the ordinary things, a warm mug held between two hands, and the comfort music brings. I used to think that beautiful things were waiting somewhere far away, beyond the cities and the highways, beyond another crowded day. But now I find them in the stillness of a simple cafe song, in the glow of morning sunlight, and a place where I belong. Every chord feels like a photograph, every rhythm feels like home, and for a little while the world feels kinder than I've ever known. Between coffee and sunshine, there's a place my heart can stay, where the jazz floats like a feather and the worries fade away. Every note becomes a memory, every chord begins to shine. Life feels a little sweeter between coffee and sunshine, between coffee and sunshine. Morning lingers in the air, like a dream that doesn't vanish, like a song beyond compare. Every smile becomes a treasure, every second feels divine. Life feels alive. A vase of sunflowers on the table, catching every ray of light, turning ordinary moments into something warm and bright. The cafe opens with a whisper as the morning settles in. Coffee grinders start their rhythm, and another day begins. The windows frame a waking city, bathed in shades of gold and blue, while the piano softly wanders through a melody brand new. There's a sweetness in the silence before the crowd arrives, like the world is taking one deep breath before it comes alive. And the sunlight keeps on dancing across the wooden floor, like it's heard this song 1,000 times and still comes back for more. Sunflowers on the cafe table, golden faces turn to light, coffee cups and gentle jazz songs making everything feel right. Every note becomes a daydream, every chord begins to bloom. Sunflowers on the cafe table, bringing color to the room. beside the window, simply watching quietly. The bass keeps moving through the harmony like footsteps down a peaceful street. And the brushes paint soft circles underneath the mellow beat. A young girl sketches little flowers on a napkin by the wall. An old couple shares a smile without speaking much at all. And somehow every tiny detail feels important in its way, like the room is gently teaching how to slow down for a day. The scent of roasted coffee beans floats softly through the air, mixing with the sound of laughter and the music everywhere. Sunflowers on the cafe table, golden faces turn to light. Coffee cups and gentle jazz songs making everything feel right. Every note becomes a daydream, every chord begins to bloom. Sunflowers on the cafe table, bringing color to the room. Across the afternoon like clouds upon the sky, and the sunlight slowly changes as the day keeps passing by. Still the flowers keep their brightness, still the music softly plays, holding on to little pieces of these beautiful small days. Outside people chase tomorrow with 100 things to do, but inside the cafe's heartbeat everything feels calm and true. The piano tells another story without needing any words, and every soul inside the room seems to understand it first. Maybe joy is something simple, not a treasure left to find. Maybe joy is simply present when we leave our rush behind. There's a beauty in the ordinary, in the moments people miss, like sunlight on a coffee cup or a quiet afternoon like this. In a melody still lingering after every note has gone. In a room where strangers gather, yet somehow all belong. And the flowers on the table never ask for anything, still they make the whole room brighter just by quietly existing. Sunflowers on the cafe table, golden faces turn to light. Coffee cups and gentle jazz songs making everything feel right. Every note becomes sky forever blue. Sunflowers in coffee cups, the vase of sunflowers. Rain is falling past the window, drawing rivers on the glass, turning busy streets to watercolor as the morning slowly passes. A cappuccino waits beside me, sending warmth into the air, while the piano near the corner plays as if nobody's there. The room is wrapped in quiet comfort, in the scent of coffee beans, and every note becomes a lantern shining through the silver scene. Someone closes up an umbrella, someone shakes the droplets free, then disappears into the music like another memory. The storm outside keeps whispering against the rooftops and the stone, but inside this little cafe, I never feel alone. Rainy day, cappuccino, and a melody so sweet. Soft piano, gentle heartbeats, moving with the rhythm's beat. Every drop outside is dancing, every chord begins to glow. Rainy day, cappuccino, and a world that moves so slow. The windows fog with tiny stories written by the passing steam, and the room feels like a photograph floating somewhere in a dream. A couple shares a quiet conversation at a table near the wall, while an old man reads the headlines without hurrying at all. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a rainy lane, and the guitar paints reflections like puddles shimmering after rain. Every clink of cups and saucers finds its place within the song, as if every little sound belongs exactly where it belongs. Time becomes a softer language spoken only here today, where the rain and jazz together carry every thought away. Rainy day, cappuccino, and a melody so sweet. Soft piano, gentle heartbeats, moving with the rhythm's beat. Every drop outside is dancing, every chord begins to glow. Rainy day, cappuccino, and a world that moves so slow. Hours drift like clouds above me, slowly changing shape and hue, and the city beyond the window looks washed and new. The rain keeps tapping on the glass pane like a drummer keeping time, while the piano keeps unfolding one more gentle little rhyme. I remember old September mornings when the world felt just the same. Coffee, music, rainy weather, and no reason to explain. Maybe that's why I keep returning to this corner every year, for the feeling that the music brings whenever rain appears. Some memories arrive like melodies softly carried by the breeze, and settle in the heart forever with effortless grace and ease. Maybe life is not the thunder or the headlines of the day. Maybe life is in the small things that quietly remain. In a warm ceramic coffee cup, in a chair beside the rain, in a song that softly lingers long after it has played. And perhaps the heart remembers not the places we have been, but the feelings that surrounded us in the moments in between. Rainy day, cappuccino, and a melody so sweet. Soft piano, gentle heartbeats moving with the rhythm's beat. Every drop outside is dancing, every chord begins to glow. Rainy day, cappuccino, and a world that moves so slow. Rainy day, cappuccino, stay a little longer now. Leave your warmth upon the tables, leave your light upon my soul. Every note becomes a memory, every smile becomes a song. Rainy day, cappuccino, a place where I belong. Rainy day, cappuccino. Let the music play. The rain keeps falling softly as the afternoon arrives. But somewhere in the piano, the morning still survives. There's a little cafe on Willow Lane where the mornings always seem to stay. Sunlight gathers on the wooden tables and slowly chases all the clouds away. The smell of coffee fills the silence like an old familiar melody, and every corner of the room is glowing with a quiet kind of harmony. The barista smiles and greets the regulars like old friends returning home again, while the piano near the window starts to softly play a gentle refrain. Outside the city starts awakening. Cars and bicycles bicycles begin to move. But inside these walls the world feels lighter, swaying to a slower groove. And I don't know where the hours go when the music fills the air. Maybe time forgets to move in places made of comfort, light and care. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright. Coffee cups and conversations drifting softly through the light. The piano sings a simple story, and the guitar gently follows through. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every morning feels brand new. A woman writes inside her journal by the window facing east. A young man reads a worn-out novel while enjoying his morning feast. Someone waits for an old companion. Someone dreams about a distant sea. Someone hums along with the piano without realizing the melody. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a peaceful road. And the brushes paint the rhythm with a touch both warm and old. Steam rises from ceramic coffee cups like tiny clouds that slowly disappear. And every laugh becomes a memory that somehow feels so sincere. Maybe happiness is hidden in the smallest things we find. A quiet room, a favorite song, and a peaceful state of mind. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright. Coffee cups and conversations drifting softly through the light. The piano sings a simple story, and the guitar gently follows through. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every morning feels brand new. The sunlight slowly climbs the walls, touching photographs and shelves. And for a little while it feels like nobody needs to be anywhere else. The sound of turning pages mingles with the clinking of porcelain, creating its own kind of rhythm that settles softly deep within. Outside, people rush toward tomorrow, chasing dreams they cannot see. But inside this little cafe, life unfolds so naturally. There's no need for grand adventures or stories meant to impress. Sometimes beauty lives in moments wrapped in quiet tenderness. And the music keeps reminding me of things I often leave behind. How peace can live inside a morning when the heart is unconfined. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright. Coffee cups and conversations drifting softly through the light. The piano sings a simple story, and the guitar gently follows through. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every morning feels brand new. Maybe all the world's great wonders are not as far as people say. exist in moments that quietly arrive each day, in the scent of fresh espresso, in the beam of golden sun, in a melody that lingers long after the song is done. Maybe joy is not a destination waiting somewhere down the road. Maybe it is simply learning how to lighten up the load. In the little cafe on Willow Lane seems to understand somehow how to make a fleeting moment feel eternal in the now. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright. Coffee cups and conversations drifting softly through the light. The piano sings a simple story. The morning opens like a story written in a golden hue. Sunlight spills across the cafe, painting everything anew. Coffee cups line up like memories, waiting patiently in rows, while the scent of roasted sweetness through the quiet room still flows. There's an old clock near the counter, ticking softly in the air, but nobody seems to notice, no one really seems to care. The piano plays a gentle answer to the daylight shining through, and the melody keeps floating like the sky beyond the blue. The world outside keeps moving faster, chasing places yet unknown, but inside this little cafe, every heart can rest a while. Morning melody and coffee skies fill the air with shades of gold. Every note becomes a daydream, every story gets retold. The piano sings beside the window while the sunlight slowly grows. Morning melody and coffee skies move as softly as the flow. Someone's reading by the doorway, lost inside a favorite page. Someone's writing down reflections like an artist on a stage. Someone waits for conversation, someone waits for love to start. Someone simply sits in silence, listening closely to their heart. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a quiet lane, and the brushes paint soft patterns like the rhythm of the rain. Every table holds a moment, every chair a passing scene, like 1,000 tiny stories living in the in-between. And the room becomes a picture made of music like beside the window while the sunlight slowly grows. Morning melody and coffee skies move as softly as the flow. Slowly through the day, and before I even notice, half the morning slips away. Outside, engines hum like thunder, people hurry down the street, but the music here reminds me life can still be soft and sweet. There is beauty in simplicity, in a cup held with two hands, in a quiet conversation no one ever really plans. There is comfort in the stillness that the melody creates, like a warm familiar shelter waiting just beyond the gates. Maybe joy is not a treasure hidden somewhere far away. Maybe joy is in the moments that we almost miss each day. When the sunlight starts to wander and the shadows stretch and bend, the music keeps on whispering like a trusted lifelong friend. Every chord becomes a memory, every rhythm leaves a trace, every melody keeps living long after it leaves this place. Maybe all the things that matter cannot really be possessed. They're the moments that arrive when the heart is fully at rest. Morning melody and coffee skies fill the air with shades of gold. Every note becomes a daydream, every story gets retold. The piano sings beside the window while the sunlight slowly grows. Morning melody and coffee skies move as softly as the flow. Morning melody and coffee skies, stay with me a little more, like reflections on the hardwood or footprints on the cafe floor. Every chord becomes a treasure, every smile a work of art. Morning melody and coffee skies leave their echoes in my heart. Coffee skies and morning light. Let the melody remain. The cups grow empty on the tables. Morning arrives without a warning, through the glass and onto the floor, painting little golden stories across the old cafe decor. Coffee steams beside the window, curling slowly through the light, like a secret drifting upward in the quiet of the morning bright. Someone hums a distant melody, like it's heard that tune before. Everything feels soft and easy, nothing rushing, nothing fast. Just a room of little moments, making simple memories last. Coffee stains and daydreams linger on the pages of my mind. Every note the piano whispers leaves a little spark behind. Sunlight dancing on the tabletops, warm reflections softly glow, and the rhythm of the morning moves as gentle as it flows. Someone's reading old love letters, someone's sketching in a book, someone smiles into their coffee with a thoughtful, distant look. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a peaceful street, while the brushes paint the silence with a rhythm calm and sweet. Outside, buses pass unnoticed, clouds drift slowly overhead, but the music in this cafe pulls me somewhere else instead. Time becomes a little lighter, like a feather in the breeze, and the melody keeps floating with effortless grace and ease. Coffee stains and daydreams linger on the pages of my mind. Every note the piano whispers leaves a little spark behind. Sunlight dancing on the tabletops, warm reflections softly glow, and the rhythm of the morning moves as gentle as it flows. Hours fade like watercolor paintings, blending softly into one. And before I even notice, half the morning's come and gone. Still the room feels full of wonder, in the smallest little things, in the clinking cups and laughter, and the comfort music brings. Every face becomes a story, every voice a passing song, and for just a little moment I forget where I belong. Maybe life is made of fragments, tiny pieces of a day, yet together they become the memories that always stay. I don't need a grand adventure or 1,000 places new. There's a beauty in the ordinary that keeps quietly shining through. In a cup of fresh espresso, in the glow of morning skies, in a melody unfolding like the sunrise in my eyes. Maybe happiness is hidden in the places we ignore, like a favorite neighborhood cafe we've walked by 100 times before. like a painting made of gold, landing softly on the tabletops, and stories waiting to be told. Coffee cups are lined like little treasures along the polished wooden bar, while sleepy conversations wander like echoes traveling from afar. The piano starts a quiet melody that dances through the room, and every note feels warm and weightless, like flowers learning how to bloom. A newspaper rests beside the window, unread upon a chair, as sunlight slowly fills the spaces with a tenderness so rare. Outside, the city keeps on turning, chasing places left to go. But inside this tiny cafe, everything moves soft and slow. Between coffee and sunshine, there's a place my heart can stay, where the jazz floats like a feather and the worries fade away. Every note becomes a memory, every chord begins to shine. Life feels a little sweeter between coffee and sunshine. Someone smiles across the counter, someone waves before they leave, someone sits and watches raindrops on the flowers by the street. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a country road, and the brushes paint the silence with a calm and steady flow. Fresh croissants cool beside the kitchen, their aroma fills the air, mixing with the sound of laughter and the music everywhere. Even strangers seem connected for a little while somehow, sharing space beneath the melody and the sunlight shining down. Time becomes a softer language spoken only in this room, where the coffee never rushes and the melodies still bloom. Between coffee and sunshine, there's a place my heart can stay, where the jazz floats like a feather and the worries fade away. Every note becomes a memory, every chord begins to shine. Life feels a little sweeter between coffee and sunshine. Hours drift like tiny sailboats across a quiet golden sea, and the room becomes a postcard from the life I wanna keep. Outside, traffic lights are changing, people hurry down the street, But the rhythm in this cafe makes the rushing feel incomplete. There are moments that arrive so gently you almost let them pass, like reflections in a coffee cup or sunlight through the glass. Yet somehow they become the memories that stay the longest in the end, like a favorite melody returning or the voice of an old friend. Maybe happiness is hidden in the ordinary things, a warm mug held between two hands, and the comfort music brings. I used to think that beautiful things were waiting somewhere far away, beyond the cities and the highways, beyond another crowded day. But now I find them in the stillness of a simple cafe song, in the glow of morning sunlight, and a place where I belong. Every chord feels like a photograph, every rhythm feels like home, and for a little while the world feels kinder than I've ever known. Between coffee and sunshine, there's a place my heart can stay, where the jazz floats like a feather and the worries fade away. Every note becomes a memory, every chord begins to shine. Life feels a little sweeter between coffee and sunshine, between coffee and sunshine. Morning lingers in the air, like a dream that doesn't vanish, like a song beyond compare. Every smile becomes a treasure, every second feels divine. Life feels alive. A vase of sunflowers on the table, catching every ray of light, turning ordinary moments into something warm and bright. The cafe opens with a whisper as the morning settles in. Coffee grinders start their rhythm, and another day begins. The windows frame a waking city, bathed in shades of gold and blue, while the piano softly wanders through a melody brand new. There's a sweetness in the silence before the crowd arrives, like the world is taking one deep breath before it comes alive. And the sunlight keeps on dancing across the wooden floor, like it's heard this song 1,000 times and still comes back for more. Sunflowers on the cafe table, golden faces turn to light, coffee cups and gentle jazz songs making everything feel right. Every note becomes a daydream, every chord begins to bloom. Sunflowers on the cafe table, bringing color to to the room. Someone orders their usual latte. Someone asked for chamomile tea. Someone sits beside the window, simply watching quietly. The bass keeps moving through the harmony like footsteps down a peaceful street. And the brushes paint soft circles underneath the mellow beat. A young girl sketches little flowers on a napkin by the wall. An old couple shares a smile without speaking much at all. And somehow every tiny detail feels important in its way, like the room is gently teaching how to slow down for a day. The scent of roasted coffee beans floats softly through the air, mixing with the sound of laughter and the music everywhere. Sunflowers on the cafe table, golden faces turn to light. Coffee cups and gentle jazz songs making everything feel right. Every note becomes a daydream, every chord begins to bloom. Sunflowers on the cafe table, bringing color to the room. Across the afternoon like clouds upon the sky, and the sunlight slowly changes as the day keeps passing by. Still the flowers keep their brightness, still the music softly plays, holding on to little pieces of these beautiful small days. Outside people chase tomorrow with 100 things to do, but inside the cafe's heartbeat everything feels calm and true. The piano tells another story without needing any words, and every soul inside the room seems to understand it first. Maybe joy is something simple, not a treasure left to find. Maybe joy is simply present when we leave our rush behind. There's a beauty in the ordinary, in the moments people miss, like sunlight on a coffee cup or a quiet afternoon like this. In a melody still lingering after every note has gone. In a room where strangers gather, yet somehow all belong. And the flowers on the table never ask for anything, still they make the whole room brighter just by quietly existing. Sunflowers on the cafe table, golden faces turn to light. Coffee cups and gentle jazz songs making everything feel right. Every note becomes a daydream, every chord begins to bloom. Sunflowers on the cafe table, bringing color to the room. Sunflowers on table and a sky forever blue. Sunflowers and coffee cups, a vase of sunflowers. Rain is falling past the window, drawing rivers on the glass, turning busy streets to watercolor as the morning slowly passes. A cappuccino waits beside me, sending warmth into the air, while the piano near the corner plays as if nobody's there. The room is wrapped in quiet comfort, in the scent of coffee beans, and every note becomes a lantern shining through the silver scene. Someone closes up an umbrella, someone shakes the droplets free, then disappears into the music like another memory. The storm outside keeps whispering against the rooftops and the stone, but inside this little cafe, I never feel alone. Rainy day, cappuccino, and a melody so sweet. Soft piano, gentle heartbeats, moving with the rhythm's beat. Every drop outside is dancing, every chord begins to glow. Rainy day, cappuccino, and a world that moves so slow. The windows fog with tiny stories written by the passing steam, and the room feels like a photograph floating somewhere in a dream. A couple shares a quiet conversation at a table near the wall, while an old man reads the headlines without hurrying at all. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a rainy lane, and the guitar paints reflections like puddles shimmering after rain. Every clink of cups and saucers finds its place within the song, as if every little sound belongs exactly where it belongs. Time becomes a softer language spoken only here today, where the rain and jazz together carry every thought away. Rainy day, cappuccino, and a melody so sweet. Soft piano, gentle heartbeats, moving with the rhythm's beat. Every drop outside is dancing, every chord begins to glow. Rainy day, cappuccino, and a world that moves so slow. Hours drift like clouds above me, slowly changing shape and hue, and the city beyond the window looks completely washed and new. The rain keeps tapping on the glass pane like a drummer keeping time, while the piano keeps unfolding one more gentle little rhyme. I remember old September mornings when the world felt just the same. Coffee, music, rainy weather, and no reason to explain. Maybe that's why I keep returning to this corner every year, for the feeling that the music brings whenever rain appears. Some memories arrive like melodies softly carried by the breeze, and settle in the heart forever with effortless grace and ease. Maybe life is not the thunder or the headlines of the day. Maybe life is in the small things that quietly remain. In a warm ceramic coffee cup, in a chair beside the rain, in a song that softly lingers long after it has played. And perhaps the heart remembers not the places we have been, but the feelings that surrounded us in the moments in between. Rainy day, cappuccino, and a melody so sweet. Soft piano, gentle heartbeats moving with the rhythm's beat. Every drop outside is dancing, every chord begins to glow. Rainy day, cappuccino, and a world that moves so slow. Rainy day, cappuccino, stay a little longer now. Leave your warmth upon the tables, leave your light upon my soul. Every note becomes a memory, every smile becomes a song. Rainy day, cappuccino, a place where I belong. Rainy day, cappuccino. Let the music play. The rain keeps falling softly as the afternoon arrives. But somewhere in the piano, the morning still survives. There's a little cafe on Willow Lane where the mornings always seem to stay. Sunlight gathers on the wooden tables and slowly chases all the clouds away. The smell of coffee fills the silence like an old familiar melody, and every corner of the room is glowing with a quiet kind of harmony. The barista smiles and greets the regulars like old friends returning home again, while the piano near the window starts to softly play a gentle refrain. Outside the city starts awakening, Maybe time forgets to move in places made of comfort, light and care. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright. Coffee cups and conversations drifting softly through the light. The piano sings a simple story, and the guitar gently follows through. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every morning feels brand new. A woman writes inside her journal by the window facing east. A young man reads a worn-out novel while enjoying his morning feast. Someone waits for an old companion. Someone dreams about a distant sea. Someone hums along with the piano without realizing the melody. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a peaceful road. And the brushes paint the rhythm with a touch both warm and old. Steam rises from ceramic coffee cups like tiny clouds that slowly disappear. And every laugh becomes a memory that somehow feels so sincere. Maybe happiness is hidden in the smallest things we find. A quiet room, a favorite song, and a peaceful state of mind. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright. Coffee cups and conversations drifting softly through the light. The piano sings a simple story, and the guitar gently follows through. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every morning feels brand new. The sunlight slowly climbs the walls, touching photographs and shelves. And for a little while it feels like nobody needs to be anywhere else. The sound of turning pages mingles with the clinking of porcelain, creating its own kind of rhythm that settles softly deep within. Outside, people rush toward tomorrow, chasing dreams they cannot see. But inside this little cafe, life unfolds so naturally. There's no need for grand adventures or stories meant to impress. Sometimes beauty lives in moments wrapped in quiet tenderness. And the music keeps reminding me of things I often leave behind. How peace can live inside a morning when the heart is unconfined. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright. Coffee cups and conversations drifting softly through the light. The piano sings a simple story, and the guitar gently follows through. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every morning feels brand new. Maybe all the world's great wonders are not as far as people say. Maybe they exist in moments that quietly arrive each day. In the scent of fresh espresso, in the beam of golden sun, in a melody that lingers long after the song is done. Maybe Maybe joy is not a destination waiting somewhere down the road. Maybe it is simply learning how to lighten up the load. In the little cafe on Willow Lane seems to understand somehow how to make a fleeting moment feel eternal in the now. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright. Coffee cups and conversations drifting softly through the light. The piano sings a simple story. The morning opens like a story written in a golden hue. Sunlight spills across the cafe, painting everything anew. Coffee cups line up like memories, waiting patiently in rows, while the scent of roasted sweetness through the quiet room still flows. There's an old clock near the counter, ticking softly in the air, but nobody seems to notice. No one really seems to care. The piano plays a gentle answer to the daylight shining through, and the melody keeps floating like the sky beyond the blue. The world outside keeps moving faster, chasing places yet unknown, but inside this little cafe, every heart can rest a while. Morning melody and coffee skies fill the air with shades of gold. Every note becomes a daydream, every story gets retold. The piano sings beside the window while the sunlight slowly grows. Morning melody and coffee skies move as softly as the flow. Someone's reading by the doorway, lost inside a favorite page. Someone's writing down reflections like an artist on a stage. Someone waits for conversation, someone waits for love to start. Someone simply sits in silence, listening closely to their heart. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a quiet lane, and the brushes paint soft patterns like the rhythm of the rain. Every table holds a moment, every chair a passing scene, like 1,000 tiny stories living in the in-between. And the room becomes a picture made of music, light and steam, like a place that only exists somewhere deep inside a dream. Morning melody and coffee skies fill the air with shades of gold. Every note becomes a daydream, every story gets sings beside the window while the sunlight slowly grows. Morning melody and coffee skies move as softly as the flow. Slowly through the day, and before I even notice, half the morning slips away. Outside, engines hum like thunder, people hurry down the street, but the music here reminds me life can still be soft and sweet. There is beauty in simplicity, in a cup held with two hands, in a quiet conversation no one ever really plans. There is comfort in the stillness that the melody creates, like a warm familiar shelter waiting just beyond the gates. Maybe joy is not a treasure hidden somewhere far away. Maybe joy is in the moments that we almost miss each day. When the sunlight starts to wander and the shadows stretch and bend, the music keeps on whispering like a trusted lifelong friend. Every chord becomes a memory, every rhythm leaves a trace, every melody keeps living long after it leaves this place. Maybe all the things that matter cannot really be possessed. They're the moments that arrive when the heart is fully at rest. Morning melody and coffee skies fill the air with shades of gold. Every note becomes a daydream, every story gets retold. The piano sings beside the window while the sunlight slowly grows. Morning melody and coffee skies move as softly as the flow. Morning melody and coffee skies, stay with me a little more, like reflections on the hardwood or footprints on the cafe floor. Every chord becomes a treasure, every smile a work of art. Morning melody and coffee skies leave their echoes in my heart. Coffee skies and morning light. Let the melody remain. The cups grow empty on the tables. Morning arrives without a warning, through the glass and onto the floor, painting little golden stories across the old cafe decor. Coffee steams beside the window, curling slowly through the light, like a secret drifting upward in the quiet of the morning bright. Someone hums There's a distant melody near the counter by the door, and the piano starts to answer like it's heard that tune before. Everything feels soft and easy, nothing rushing, nothing fast, just a room of little moments making simple memories last. Coffee stains and daydreams linger on the pages of my mind. Every note the piano whispers leaves a little spark behind. Sunlight dancing on the tabletops, warm reflections softly glow, and the rhythm of the morning moves as gentle as it flows. Someone's reading old love letters, someone's sketching in a book, someone smiles into their coffee with a thoughtful, distant look. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a peaceful street, while the brushes paint the silence with a rhythm calm and sweet. Outside, buses pass unnoticed, clouds drift slowly overhead, but the music in this cafe pulls me somewhere else instead. Time becomes a little lighter, like a feather in the breeze, and the melody keeps floating with effortless grace and ease. Coffee stains and daydreams linger on the pages of my mind. Every note the piano whispers leaves a little spark behind. Sunlight dancing on the tabletops, warm reflections softly glow, and the rhythm of the morning moves as gentle as it flows. Hours fade like watercolor paintings, blending softly into one, and before I even notice, half the morning's come and gone. Still the room feels full of wonder in the smallest little things, in the clinking cups and laughter, and the comfort music brings. Every face becomes a story, every voice a passing song, and for just a little moment I forget where I belong. Maybe life is made of fragments, tiny pieces of a day, yet together they become the memories that always stay. I don't need a grand adventure or 1,000 places new. There's a beauty in the ordinary that keeps quietly shining through, in a cup of fresh espresso, in the glow of morning skies, in a melody unfolding like the sunrise in my eyes. Maybe happiness is hidden in the places we ignore, like a favorite neighborhood cafe we've walked by 100 times before. Coffee stains and daydreams, floating through the light. The morning slowly disappears. coffee stains.